The OWC 1M2 40G is an amazing SSD. This thing is gigantic. It's got this all aluminum design, so it does a fantastic job at dissipating heat. I was hitting speeds all the way up to 3,500 megabytes a second on the read and the write. You can move 375 gigabytes of files onto this in about a minute and a half. So this thing is super fast and super reliable. You don't have to worry about it coming disconnected from your computer. So whether you want to use this to edit photos, videos, run virtual machines, LLMs, or you could also use this as a boot drive for your computer as well. This thing is so versatile. The biggest drawback to this enclosure is the fact that it's gigantic. If you compare it to something like a Samsung T7, this thing is way bigger. So it'll take up more space in your computer bag, but it's worth it because of the aluminum design and the fact that it dissipates heat so well and is so reliable. I was able to move 923 gigabytes onto this SSD from my max SSD in about 10 minutes and 10 seconds. So this thing is blazing fast. And it has this very large overbuilt design. It's like a heat sink, so this does a great job at drawing all the heat away from the actual SSD on it. This is an SSD enclosure, and you can either buy this where you put your own NVMe drive in it, or you can also get it pre-built from OWC with the drive already installed. It's very easy to set it up. All you gotta do is take a screwdriver, remove the two screws from the bottom, and then the drive slides open. To install the NVMe, you need to insert it at an angle, press down, and then you put the Phillips screw back in to keep it slotted in. The top part of the enclosure feels really heavy. It's made of aluminum and it's got a thermal heating pad on it to really help with the heat dissipation. And then this part was a little tricky. It kind of has to line up and you need to make sure that the screw holes are in the right slot. So I think this slide on mechanism could have been a little bit easier. And I also wish that they made a way that you could put a drive in this without having to actually get a screwdriver out. In the box, you get the drive, you get a couple of rubber feet that you can put over the screws, and you also get a short 40 gigabit a second cable, which I wish the cable felt a little bit higher quality, but this one is still able to get you the top speeds that this drive is able to handle. After testing this drive, running it all day long with 6K footage on Final Cut Pro, this thing had no problem staying connected to the computer, and I didn't experience any slowdowns with it at all. The biggest drawback to this is the fact that it's pretty big, so if you're used to smaller drives, like the Samsung T7, this one's going to take up quite a bit more space in your bag. And there's also no drop ratings on this, so there's no rubber protection on it, but the aluminum construction of it feels very solid. I can't get this to flex at all, so it definitely still feels very beefy. I'm just not sure if this is going to be as great of a portable drive as some other options on the market, namely due to the large size of it. But you can put any NVMe inside of it. I'm going to have links for some of my favorite in the description below. I've tested with the Samsung 990 Pro as well as the Samsung 9100 Pro, all the way up to 8 terabytes. This handles it just fine. I've also used it with the WD black drives. I'm going to have that in it too. One of the problems I've run into with a lot of external SSDs is they overheat and they will slow down, but the design of this does a great job at mitigating any heat buildup. And you will notice it gets warm to the touch, but it doesn't feel dangerously hot. It really does a great job dissipating the heat. The OWC 1M2 40G retails for $120 if you just get the enclosure. And the enclosure includes a 2-year warranty with it, but if you buy it with one of OWC's drives pre-installed, then they're going to raise that all the way up to a 3-year warranty, which those include the OWC Aura SSDs, and those work great. The pricing on both the NVMe's you want to put in this as well as the pre-built version is going to be all over the place right now just due to the volatility of the SSD market in 2026. So make sure you check links in the description below for all of my favorite NVMe's that you could put in this, find the best prices on them because all of them perform really well with it. It's also important to note there's another newer version of this, the OWC 1M2 40G, and at first glance they might look identical, but the 40G is actually a little bit taller. And then on the back of it, you can see one of them's 80 gig and one of them is 40 gigs. So the 80 gig version is definitely faster, but only for a short period of time because Thunderbolt 5 speeds are insanely fast, but the actual NVMe's on the inside of them have something called a cache that fills up after you transfer a certain number of files. So for a 100 gigabyte file transfer, this one's typically about 20 to 30 seconds faster than the other one. But if you go all the way up to that 900 gigabyte file transfer, the 80 gig version was still only 30 seconds faster than the 1M2 40G. So really the only reason you'd want to go for the 80 gig version is if you had a Thunderbolt 5 computer that could support those faster speeds. And if you're using it mostly for things like LLMs, or if you wanted to use them for multiple streams of 8K video footage, that's when Thunderbolt 4 could bog down a little bit. But I wasn't having any issues with editing multiple 6K streams with the 1M2 40G. This one's still going to be more than fast enough for 99% of users. The 80 gig version is also a little bit more expensive, but there's really no need to buy this unless you want to be working with 8K or 12K raw workflows or advanced audio production loading very large sample libraries. Other than the size, the biggest drawback of the 1M2 40G is the fact that it technically uses USB 4, but this thing seems to require a lot of power. So I wasn't able to use this with my iPhone 17 Pro, which I was a little bit disappointed with. I was thinking the USB 4 would be backwards compatible with it, but if you want to use it with an iPhone, you'll need to use this with some sort of powered hub. That way this can have the power supplied by the hub instead of the bus power from the iPhones. This will work just fine with an iPad Pro that supports Thunderbolt, though that provides more power out of the iPad Pro than the iPhone does, or even an iPad Air. So if you're looking for an SSD for mobile use, I would look elsewhere than the 1M2 40G. But after using this to edit tons of videos, I had no issues with it loading projects or being able to handle multiple streams of 6K footage on Final Cut Pro. This handled everything I threw at it just fine and never came disconnected from the computer. And I think that it's a really great buy compared to some of the other options on the market, because you can go find the best deal on an NVMe, put it in this, and then have an incredibly fast drive. Whether you want to get a 2 terabyte, a 4 terabyte, go all the way up to 8 terabytes if you want to keep massive project files on the OWC 1M2 40G. If you're interested in buying one of these, I will have links to buy in the description below. If you got any other questions about it, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear them. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content.